We are so excited about this call tonight. I tell you what, we have some exciting things going on. It's going to be an explosive call. So just sit back, hold on tight, and get ready for, in just a few minutes, we'll be getting started. Tim family, who do we have in the house tonight? Step up and tell us where you're from, please.
Hey, it's Christy Fair from Eden, North Carolina.
Hello, Christy Fair. Welcome, Eden, North Carolina. So great to have you on the call tonight.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Absolutely.
All callers are unmuted.
Welcome to the call tonight. Who else do we have? Tim family.
I
heard California. I heard Texas is in the house. Who else do we have? Tim family.
That's Sarah from D.C.
All right. Did I hear D.C.?
Yes, Sarah from D.C.
Okay. Welcome to the call tonight. So great to have you join us. Who else we got tonight, Tim family?
Apostle Wilma from West Bloomfield, Michigan.
Hello, Michigan. Welcome to the house tonight. Who else we got, Tim family?
Akeisha from Berkeley, California.
Hello, Nikisha from Berkeley, California. Great to have you tonight on the call. Who else have we got, Tim family? Woo-hoo, I don't know about you guys. I am so excited about this call tonight. I tell you what, I don't think my feet have touched the ground all day today. So who else have we got out there, Tim family?
Sonia from Hamilton, Montana.
Hello, Montana. Miss Sonia's in the house. Who else we got out there, Tim family?
Dr. Reginald and Rosie Razzle Dazzle Brazzle in Houston, Texas.
Oh, I love that, Dr. Razzle Dazzle Dazzle, or whatever you said. Welcome to the call tonight. It's so great to have you on. You did fabulous on the call last night. We really enjoyed you. Or was it night before? Whenever. I know you were on there. So great job, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for having us.
Yes, ma'am, Rosie. Welcome to the house. Anybody else on the call tonight? Tell us where you're from, please.
Vicky Soto, Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, hello, Miss Vicki, our greatest friend that traveled all the way to North Carolina to be at our Super Saturday. Thank you, Vicki, for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you, and I had a ball. You guys are such sweethearts. Thank you so much.
Well, we're excited. We are so excited, Vicki, and I know you've been excited. With these calls this week have just been off the chain, and I tell you what, just people are blowing them out. So welcome to the call, everyone. You're on a 10 family call. Who else have we got out there? Please state your name and where you're from, please.
Pat Benfield from Hickory, North Carolina.
WRL, Louisville, Kentucky.
I hear Hickory, North Carolina, Miss Pat Benfield. I hear Kentucky. Who else have we got out there, 10 family?
Hey, Pat, it's Samantha Richardson in Newark, California.
Hello, one of my favorite ladies with that awesome testimony, Miss Samantha. And who else do we have from California?
Terry Whitener, Chino Hills, California.
Oh, another one of my favorite guys in the whole world. Thank you for joining us, Terry. Terry is the one that keeps us all updated and gets these calls recorded so that if you miss them, you have another chance, another opportunity to listen to these great calls. Who else have we got out there, family? I hear South Carolina. I hear California. Is that you, Miss Thelma, out there?
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Greetings, Team Family.
Great testimony on this morning, Miss Thelma. Thank you so much. It was awesome, and we love the stories. Thank you. Okay, Twin Family, who we got out there?
Patricia, from Sacramento, California.
Oh, I hear Sacramento's in the house.
Greg Rodnex, Reno, Nevada.
Oh, hello, Mr. Reno, Nevada. Greg, welcome to the call tonight. It's so excited to have you on.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Who else have we got, 10 family?
Juanita in North Carolina.
Juanita, welcome to the call over in Hickory, North Carolina. It's so great to have you on the call tonight. Who else have we got in family?
Linda from Virginia.
I heard Virginia's in the house. Okay, welcome to the call tonight. Okay, Tin family, just keep on coming. Tell me who you are and where you're from, please.
Keith Flash, Timberlake, North Carolina.
I heard North Carolina again. I tell you what, we're going to blow this call out tonight. Who else have we got, Tin family?
Keith Flash,
Okay, welcome to the call tonight. Who else have we got, Tin family?
Thank you.
Just welcome to the call tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Who else have we got? Okay, so one more minute. Get your name and where you're from in real quickly here, Tin team. Go ahead.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Detroit.
Okay, Detroit's in the house. Thank you for joining us. Who else have we got?
Monica, Atlanta.
Hello, Monica from Atlanta. So great to have you on the call tonight. Who else we got, Tin family?
Keith Flash.
Okay, I heard Michigan. Who else have we got, family?
Keith Jose from Lowe, California.
Okay, welcome to the house tonight. It's so great to have you on the call. All right, one more minute. We're going to get started in just a few. Go ahead, family.
Lori singing from North Carolina.
Okay, I heard North Carolina is in the house. Welcome, welcome.
From California.
I heard California. Wow, it's in the house. Okay, Tin family, we're going to go ahead and get this call rolling.
All callers are muted.
Okay, wow. We have got great representation all across the United States. It is so exciting to have our Tin family on the call tonight. We are so excited. I tell you what, just thinking about this all day today, I don't think my feet have touched the ground, but guess what? The cell energy helped that as well. I tell you what, I've been buzzing today, just like the Energized Bunny. I don't think my feet have really touched the floor. So welcome to our Tin family. Your hosts are here, Pat Lowe from Greensboro, North Carolina, Cheryl Church from Halifax, Virginia, and your North Carolina, Virginia, and worldwide Tin team welcoming you to the call. Thank you all for joining us. So welcome, everyone. We are so excited that you've joined us tonight for the Tin Family Call. And what a great way to end your Thursday evening with an exciting call about these amazing products. But I must warn you, you may be too excited to sleep after this call tonight. So I'm just giving you a little warning up front. After coming back from San Francisco and Tin University, our team has been on fire. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise's team is on fire. The whole country's on fire about these 10 products. There's more and more testimonies coming in daily, and about the 10 products and what they're doing for people. And spraying every day with 10 sprays will change your life in so many ways. So we are just excited. First up tonight, we're going to have a company overview with one of our lovely leaders in the North Carolina area. Christy Fair, are you out there?
Hey, Pat, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Go right ahead and you tell us about this great company that we got going on here.
Absolutely, it's my great pleasure. And I'm going to tell you, being too excited to sleep is a good problem to have. The Team Effort Network is actually the sister division of Team Effort International. Our amazing servant-driven founders are Mel and Amy Gill. Mel and Amy have over 20 years experience in the networking industry, and they just celebrated their 11-year anniversary of Team Effort International, a very, very successful debt-free company. The birth of 10 took place by complications of one of Mel and Amy's children, and after extensive tests, they found out that she had a D deficiency. And from that, I truly believe that we now have a product line that is going to be able to change the entire world and our view on how nutrition truly heals our body. So we launched 10 in February of 2014, and we're already in 8 different countries. Our amazing founders, and along with Patty Gill, we have to always give him credit where credit's due, have done their due diligence by building a solid foundation internationally. So, Pat, it's life-changing when we walk into a company that's pre-launch, launch, or shortly thereafter, which is exactly where we are now. But it's generational changing when you walk into a solid foundation that these leaders, these innovators, these visionaries of founders that we have established this company. I truly believe this is a legacy that you're wanting to leave. You are truly in the right place at the right time. Pat, back to you.
Wow, isn't that so true, Christy? I tell you what, we have the best of the best right here with the 10 company, and we are just so excited. Thank you so much. Next up tonight is one of the great leaders of all times in network marketing. I would like to introduce you to our leader, Cheryl Church, who is from Halifax, Virginia, who's been in the network marketing industry for over 19 years. She's opened up countries around the world with new products. Cheryl, are you out there? And if you are, please step up and give us the guidelines you use to decide on joining a company, and how important is the timing when you're joining a company. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Okay, Pat, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, dear. Go right ahead.
Okay, well, what an exciting call we have here tonight. Don't want to take up much time because of our exciting guests, but Team Effort Network, we have a timing and a trend right here now with products that we are first to market, bring to the market. When you look at a company, the first thing you look at is a product and a need for the product. And we all know that, the United States and all around the world is suffering from nutrition deficiency. So the effectiveness of the product, and we've heard many, many testimonies on many of these calls. The owners of the company, the visionary of Mel and Amy Gill, management proven for 11 years in the industry. The pay plan, 11 years of proven success as well, because you always want to look at the pay. But also the timing to come into 10 gives you the opportunity, that you can be your own CEO of your own organization. You can shine as a leader. You get a chance to own your own life. You get a lifelong opportunity here. You get choices. You get freedom. You get new friends. You get great recognition. You get more free time. You get more money. You get paid for what you're worth. You get products at a great discount. You get started with no special education. You get the chance to build your success while empowering other people to succeed as well. You get the opportunity to create massive income here. You get to be in a company that puts distributors first. You get to be with a company with a track record. You get to be your own boss. You get to choose the life, the people that you work with. You get to control your time. You get to have fun. You get to work flexible hours around your family life. You get to work with a company that has international growth. You get to work with a company that has a vision. You get unlimited possibilities here. And the main thing is that you have a place that you feel that you belong. So use the product, share the products, build a success line, train the success line to do the same. Back to you, Pat.
I tell you what, Cheryl, man, you got me all ready to sign up all over again. I'll tell you what, that is amazing what all we do have here right at our plate at the perfect time. The timing, as you know, as you're saying, Cheryl, is everything in this type of industry. So thank you so much. That is fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, next up tonight, one of our great leaders here in the area in North Carolina. We're going to have Cassie Joyce is going to step up and do a short overview of these great 10 products because we just are so excited to bring on the one and only guest speaker tonight. So go ahead, Cassie. Take it away with the products.
Hi, Pat. This is Cassandra, or Cassie, as I'm known from many others.
Okay, well, just get right ahead, my friend.
I do want to thank you and everyone else for giving me the opportunity to share these wonderful, finest of all finest health natural products that are out there on the market today. These 10 products have the best delivery system that has ever been out there. Their intraoral method of absorption is used in oral spray vitamins. It has been shown that they will be effective for 98%. That's right, I said 98%. Whereas the physician desk reference shows that if you take these vitamins and minerals in a pill form, you're only going to get about 10 to 15%. Talk about a great difference. I want the sprays. So let me tell you about them. Super 10 is a powerful blend of 10 superfoods, antioxidants, minerals, and nutrients for the optimal health. It's a perfect formula of some of the world's most beneficial health and wellness ingredients. It helps to enhance vitality, immunity, and mental clarity. And to help you feel the perfect 10, ever wanted to be called the perfect 10? Well, guess what? We got the products that's going to get you there. The ingredients, some of these ingredients are the aloe vera, the maki berry, the goji berry, the acai berry, and the green tea extract. That's just some of the great ingredients that's in our Super 10. Next, we got the B Boost, and they contain the vitamins B3, the B6, and B12. B vitamins, they're essential for your growth, your development, and a variety of other bodily functions. They play a major role in the activities of your enzymes, your proteins that regulate the chemical reaction in the body, which are important because it's turning food into the energy and other needed substances. I'm going to tell you what, when I got on the B Boost, man, what a surge of energy I got, and it's not stopped since I got on it day one. Without these proper B vitamins in your system, you could have digestive issues, you could have anxiety, you can have all kinds of sorts of things on that line. But there's several people that's being misdiagnosed with these illnesses, and they're being treated for them with simple levels of vitamin B boost, which can level out your imbalances. So please get on your B boost. That's my favorite of all. D-Power. The D-Power has vitamin D in it, and it's often what we call our sunshine vitamin. Love the taste. It is the best tasting of all. The vitamin D is actually not a vitamin at all. It's rather a hormone product that I'm sorry. I've written my notes and my computer just went blank. Hang on. They play a major role. No, rather a hormone.
Go right ahead.
The vitamin D is rather a hormone produced by the body when stimulated by the sunlight for various reasons. Most people are no longer able to produce the necessary amount of this vitamin. The reasons for that. Why are we having a hard time to produce it? Well, sometimes it's our geographical living area where there are often little or less sunlight than it used to be. Using the SPF products of 30 or more because, we think we're doing good, but we're blocking that vitamin D that our bodies so crave. Fewer fresh foods are consumed that would naturally provide the D that we used to get. Certain medical conditions that deplete the vitamin will use with use of pharmaceuticals, among many other factors. The problem is that most of us are not spending enough time in the sun for our bodies to produce vitamin D, nor do our foods any longer provide that same vitamin D that's so important. Because vitamin D will promote healthy bones, largely promoting the absorption of calcium. It is also a blockbuster for fighting 17 cancers. And then our next product we're going to move right along to is the Slim by 10. This is our weight loss spray. We have so many slim girls and guys popping up left and right, and they're doing it by using this spray, Slim by 10. It's got 5 breakthrough weight management ingredients: green coffee extract, African mango, Garcinia cambogia, green tea extract. Slim by 10 spray is a revolutionary new way to help curb your appetite, block that fat, and support a healthy metabolism. And let me go on to last but not least, our Cell Energy has a powerful combo of ingredients. Glutathione, the mother of all antioxidants, is the most important molecule you'll need to stay healthy and prevent diseases. Resveratrol, it helps the body undo a lot of damage caused by aging, especially at the level of DNA. In other words, it helps to prevent disease. Alpha-lauric acid, naturally occurring fatty acids that can be found inside every cell of our body. There it plays a crucial role in the energy production, natural caffeine, energy boosting. 1/4 of caffeine is in the Cell Energy. This combination of ingredients will play a critical role in protecting cells from antioxidant stress and maintaining the immune system. It's a secret to prevent aging. You know, we're always saying, what's your secret to looking so healthy? Well, guess what? We have it with Cell Energy. It also is helping with cancer, heart disease, dementia, and it's necessary to treat everything from autism to Alzheimer's disease. There are more than 80,000 medical articles written just on glutathione, and your doctor doesn't know how to address the epidemic deficiency of this critical, life-giving molecule, but we have it. So that's just a quick rundown overview, Pat. I appreciate, again, the opportunity to share these wonderful products. Back to you.
Woohoo! That was awesome. Thank you so much, Cassandra. That was just, they are huge. These products they're just like no other. So we are so blessed to have these products in our lives, and amazing changes we're seeing every day. All right, next up tonight, Melissa, are you out there? I'd love to ask you a couple of questions because of all of your experience with these sprays. Melissa Honeybee, being a physician's assistant for over 25 years, can you tell me what you think about the intraoral sprays and their delivery system opposed to pills? What you got to say about that, Melissa?
Thank you, Pat. You know, here millions of us have taken pills for supplemental needs, from headaches to flu to even emergency attacks. We've created a ritual of gulping down pills with a glass of water that leaves a chalky taste in our mouth, or even getting caught in our throat. No matter the size, the shape, whether it's a gel cap or a coated tablet, it's not an easy task nowadays. Difficulty in swallowing pills and capsules among all age groups. Guess what? Even the elderly has dysphagic. That means they can't swallow pills. Both children also have experience of issues with swallowing pills due to the large size, also for the surface shape and the taste. So if you want to know something, patients that administrate conventional oral drugs such as pills, they want to do that to maintain their health and their life. But guess what, Pat? Most people don't know that they're not getting it digested and absorbed in the system because it's stuck in their stomach lining, which can create ulcers. Children also have a difficulty time ingesting because they're underdeveloped muscular and the nervous system. So the problem with that is swallowing tablets are not even convenient. And if you're a traveler, guess what? If you don't have access to water, you don't take your medicine because you don't want to swallow it without any kind of liquid. So losing that pill may cause the negative effects on someone's health. So guess what? We have the key. With 10 intraoral sprays, the nutrition is released into our oral capillaries, and the delivery system is absorbed 98%. And that's it, 98% into our bloodstream within seconds. And guess what? They receive instant health benefits. So that's my first. Pills, no. Sprays, yes.
Oh, awesome. I tell you what, and we are seeing that in all the testimonials, how fast these oral sprays are working, and with that 98% absorption, we're getting such faster results. I tell you what, I'm still amazed every time I even think and talk about them. Melissa, as people start using our sprays, why are people seeing the results in the loss of inches, when especially using the Slim, faster than loss of pounds showing up when they step on their scales? You know, scales can be very discouraging to people if they're not seeing the pounds drop off. So can you tell us how does that work with these products?
Well, you know, Kat, muscle weighs more than fat. And I'm going to say it again. Muscle weighs more than fat. It is leaner than fat. So, therefore, a pound of fat takes up more room than a pound of muscle by 2.5 times. So, just imagine, 2.5 times. So, that's why you have a tendency of losing inches more than pounds. The pounds will come off. Also, if you move around, you'll start burning more calories. A word of advice, start moving that body. And remember, when we build muscles, we burn fat. Don't watch that scale. Throw that scale away. Watch the waist size. So if your pants are starting to get looser, your shirts are getting looser, you're on the right track. When using Slim by 10, remember, you're spraying 30 minutes before you eat a full meal. You've got 8 sprays to send out throughout the day. The Slim by 10 that has the only, and I mean only, 5 breakthrough ingredients: green coffee extract, African mango, Arsenic cambogia, green tea extract, Carolina Farita. That all suppresses your appetite. It blocks the fat, increases metabolism. You're going to have optimal health benefits, and you are going to get slim like Khalifa Washington. I know she's on the call today. But guess what? You're going to lose the weight. You're going to lose the inches. So don't get discouraged. Inches will come off first, because a pound of fat is a lot bigger than a pound of muscle. So that's your answer, and everybody keep spraying. Spray, spray, spray.
I'm so glad you explained that, Melissa, but I'm one of those that doesn't get on the scales because they are very discouraging. But wow, am I losing the inches? And, hey, that works for me. So I say whatever works. Okay, thank you so much for clearing that up for us, Melissa, and educating the people on our product. Next up tonight, we have a couple of testimonials. Myron Dent, personal trainer, and his lovely wife, Tiffany Dent, all the way from the Maryland area. Myron, I hear you have a personal testimony. We need to kind of keep it a little short and sweet, if you don't mind, tonight, because we have a great guest on the call tonight. We want to get him on as quickly as possible. And will you share your story, Myron, and then go ahead and introduce Tiffany after that?
Hi, Pat. I'm going to be real quick, okay?
Thank you so much.
I'm a firefighter, and I was in grad school last year, and I was juggling that with personal training people on the side, and just long hour, 24-hour shifts. And to stay awake, I use the B12 to get me going through. When you're sleep deprived, you kind of you're susceptible to more illnesses, catching cold. So I was using this Super 10, and that kept me sustained as well. A couple of other testimonies real quick. I'm a trainer. I had a client that I put on the Slim by 10. Within a week, she lost 8 pounds. She called me like every day, I lost another pound. I had another client that she didn't lose any weight within 3 weeks, but she went from a size 18 to a size 15. And I just got a text today from one of my ex-coworkers. He's a diabetic. He gave him the Slim by 10, and he just texted me with exclamation points and says, "Oh my God, this spray really worked. It suppressed my appetite, and it kept me energized throughout the day." So I've got a lot of testimonies just coming in every day. And
well, listen, we welcome you back on this call anytime, Myron, to get those people on for testimonies, because we love the stories. So thank you so much. And do you want Tiffany have something to say to us tonight?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hi, Tiffany. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? I just want to be short and sweet. I'm a postal worker, so I'm your local mail lady. So I suffer from asthma, upper respiratory. I always have pneumonia, sinus infections, and stuff of that nature. I also suffer from high blood pressure, but it wasn't until my husband, Myron, introduced me to the vitamin sprays I have not had any more asthma attacks. I have not had to be hospitalized. I do not suffer from high blood pressure symptoms anymore. I have all the energy that I desire to run and play with my children. I just feel like I have my life back, and I just owe that to the vitamin sprays. I think they are absolutely wonderful. I would encourage anybody that's on the line to get them and let it be a part of your regimen. It helped me get my life back.
Well, thank you so much, Tiffany. And doesn't just make it so easy to share a wonderful story like that. It is just so easy to share because if you're like me, you love helping people. And I love being able to share these products and know that if they take hold of them, it can change their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Tiffany. Great story as well. And we'd love to have you and Myron both come back again sometime soon. Next up tonight is one of the greatest ladies that I've met through thanks to Ken, Collegiate Washington, all the way from Austin, Texas. Are you out there? If so, step up and tell us your story about the 10 products.
Well, thank you, Pat. Hello, everybody. I am glad to be on this call. I got to tell you guys, I want to thank Alan Jones. He's the one who introduced me to 10. And I want to actually thank Amy and Mel Gill for coming up with the 10 products. And I'm going to let you know that I have a team of women that's called Slim Girls. And now we got the guys call them Slim Buff Guys. But I want to let you know now I have lost 81 pounds. I have never been able to get this close to my goal, what I'm heading for. I'm telling you guys, I'm running. I'm jogging. I'm playing with my grandbabies. We're on the trampoline. We're just having ourselves good times in the parks. And I never found anything that's so easy to just spray. And I set my alarm on my phone because most of the time it's with me all the time. So I set the alarm and said, okay, it's time to take it. So it's always 30 minutes before I'm getting ready to even take my meals in. So you guys, I'm telling you, this slim work, if you just stay on a schedule and you got to move that body. If you don't do nothing but start out doing 15 minutes of walking to one end of your block and coming back. And then the next following week, hey, let's put another 10 minutes on it. And that's what I did. And I gradually, was on the treadmill. And my cousin from Houston came up, and she put me on this 3-minute walk, 3-minute jog, 3-minute fast walk. And then we just started over and rotated, and we did this for like 30 minutes. Next thing you know, guys, I had started beginning to run like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I'm like, wow. And I mean, the breathing action became on better and better, and I started having all this energy, and I'm telling you, Slim even give you the energy. So I started using the other products right with it. Oh, man, I feel like I'm 16, and my grandbabies, they just love it, and I just love kids, just to let you guys know. I used to drag out of the bed 4 o'clock in the morning. It was just like, and it's like I'm pulling up like 3 people with me just to get up and move and try to bend over and tie a shoe. 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would see 4 o'clock twice. And then that evening, I'm just poofed and Bernie, drag it. Not now. I'm ready to go some more. So it was good that the call was at the time it was today because I'm telling you, I have been working OT time. And I still got plenty of energy. So you guys, I just want to tell you, whoever got you on this call to listen to the testimonies and everything else, you guys, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. I feel brand new. Brand new. So you guys, I just want to give this over back to Pat, and I want to thank you for letting me on the call.
Well, I tell you what, it sounds like, Lisa, you got a little extra pep in your step like a lot of other people. So fantastic testimony. Wow, 81 pounds. Well. See, you've already lost a whole nother person there, Miss Collegiate, so keep it up. Keep up a great job, and I know you're excited, and I bet you've been doing some shopping out there.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stepping up. Next up tonight, all the way from the Washington, D.C. area, James Page. Are you out there? If so, please step up and give us a short testimony because we just can't wait to get our speaker on tonight. Are you out there, James? Okay, you have to star 6 so you can unmute.
How about now?
We got you, my friend. Go right ahead. Just mark it short and sweet, if you will, my friend.
Excellent. Again, I'm Jimmy Page here in Washington, D.C., and my testimony is not about me, per se. With the time that I have, I'd rather share my story about my wife. My wife is 39 years. We've been together. And just recently we had celebrated our we renewed our vows in Hawaii. Had a great time, came back and found out that she discovered she had some fibroids about the size of cantaloupes. She had 2 of them.
Wow.
And the doctor, when I heard the news, it's devastating. This is the love of my life. I mean, we met in the Navy. We had 5 beautiful children together. And, I mean, it's just, when you hear information like that, it just devastates you. It seemed like I had it and didn't know what to do. And the doctors immediately said, okay, well, we have to operate. You need to just wait and just come on in right away. So my wife was like, whoa, this is too fast. Let me think about it. So my wife started doing some research. And she found out that, there was other alternatives, as far as, slowing down on the things that you're eating, starting to get exercise and, vitamins. So I had the product, the vitamin D, and she did some research and she found out that vitamin D was helpful in as a source to get some vitamins, the sun, and it just had a terrific delivery system. So she started taking it. And then she had a follow-up visit with the doctor. It had to be about 4 months after she'd been, on the regimen of taking vitamin D and the vitamins. And the doctor told her, what have you been doing? So she said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, I have to tell you that we were concerned because we also seen polyps, and the polyps are gone.
Wow.
Yeah, and then said the fibroid has also shrunk. And we both was in the doctor's office and he cried, and I just wanted to share that because thank
you so much. What a wonderful story. Wow. I've had fibroids as well. Another one of our dear friends, Nina, we both had to have ours removed, but so I can feel your wife's pain, absolutely. But we didn't have these products at the time, Nina and I didn't. So thank you for sharing that story. That is marvelous. Wow. That is truly amazing as well. Well, I tell you what, I don't know about the rest of the 10 family, but I just cannot wait any longer to introduce you to the man of the hour, the man with vision, our visionary, Mel Gill, the CEO of Team Effort Network. Mr. Mel Gill, are you out there? If so, please get on the line. We cannot wait to hear what you have to share with us tonight.
Oh, I'd love to, Pat. How are you tonight?
Oh, how about fantastic and then some. My feet haven't touched the floor today. Just know you're on the call.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate being on the call and the invite. And, I know we lightly mentioned it at 10 University, but I'm glad, when Robert connected with me and said, hey, you're going to be on Pat's call and the team's ready, to definitely get you on there. And I thought that's just fantastic. So just really, really glad to be here. And, I'll let you let me know how, what you'd like me to share or some of the thoughts or anything else. I'd love to. But just listening to the call so far, that just knocks me out. I mean, listen to all the different testimonials and all the different, people that, are just getting the experience that they're getting at this company. It's just unbelievable, for lack of better words. It's just unbelievable to me. But it's wonderful. Wonderfully unbelievable.
I tell you what, I'm still amazed at the great line of products that you have created. And just share with us your heart and where you think 10 is going. And I think we all know where it's going, but you are our visionary. So please share from your heart whatever you would like to share with the 10 family, because each and every one of us love you and Amy Gill so much. And just share your heart and where you think we're headed, and just take it away.
Would love to. And I know Robert mentioned to me when he contacted me that you might have some different questions and answers, and he wanted to send them over to me. And I said, well, sure, but whatever you want to ask. I mean, anywhere you guys want to go, it's my passion, and this is pretty much the best part of my day is when I get to share the story, the team effort story, and because it is a beautiful story. It's a love story, actually. It's something where we don't get this many chances, or some of us don't get any chances in life to impact human beings on such a large scale, and whether it's 2 people or 5 people or 10 people or hundreds of people or thousands of people or hundreds of thousands, and our goal is millions and beyond. I mean, because that's truly the potential that we have in our hands, and to receive this type of a gift and a blessing that we can share around the world. I mean, it's just an unbelievable situation where when I get a chance to get on a phone call or get into a meeting or get in front of people and share with them the story, I mean, it's almost too good to be true. But it's just so beautiful and life-changing. But I don't want anybody to miss it. That's the sad part of it, is that the individuals that don't miss it. And this call, I know we have guests listening in, but I also know that we have distributors listening in as well. And I just want to give some thoughts on, at the position that we're in right now as a company, going forward, and some of the things that you want to have, in your mindset right now as you grow the business, and also, just as you kind of, do your day-to-day. But I'll tell you what, the entire thing, and this is what the design of this was all about. The entire company, the entire thing is really being fueled by the strength of the products. And it's so refreshing right now because, you know what, a year ago when we were just getting the word out there and pre-launching and just getting people, familiar with the products, and we didn't even have a website, we didn't even have any information, we were just getting people on the products, it was, just a lot of questions and theory and everything else. But it's so refreshing now, to here we are down the road a little bit. And we just launched the company a couple of months ago, but the product foundation that we wanted it to be, so life-changing and so strong and so different and so impactful that it would truly be a market shift. It's coming true every single day, and it's really hearing it from the people and the distributors that pour in with testimonials and send emails and support tickets to the company and the life-changing testimonials, and then we hear them on the conference calls. I want everybody to understand that's the foundation of the company with 10. That the foundation is the strength of the products here, because you know what, everything else has been proven by the parent company and the sister division over the last 11 years, from the infrastructure that's been built up, from the offices that we have in the different parts of the world, from the employee base that we've, had over the years, from the software systems and the genealogy tracking and the commission payouts. I mean, everything's all just, it's a proven entity. There's no question marks. But as we, over the years, have been approached by all kinds of scientists and doctors and vendors and salespeople, because they kind of saw that we had a nice-sized network, globally. They wanted for us to promote their products, and some of them came out with some really cool products, and some are not so cool, and some unique and not so unique. But we never saw anything that was beyond a year or two until we got exposed to what we're talking about today with the 10 product line. And once we were able to experience it ourselves, and for us to take the products and get results, and for our family members and our neighbors and our children to say, can I have another spray and to play with it and to want to take it, it started to drive the vision of saying, my goodness, we're onto something here. I mean, if other companies can do billions of dollars and help promote health with vitamin pills, or vitamin shakes or vitamin juices. Well, what if we had the ultimate delivery system, something more unique, something more better, something more convenient and more attractive where children would just have fun with it, and us knowing that, hey, you know what, if they didn't have enough spinach with their dinner tonight, at least they're, taking the sprays because they want to, and that's very, very exciting. And so that product foundation, Pat, and the team here, I want you to understand that's what carries us forward as a company to double and triple, and quadruple the business. And I'll tell you right now is that, the commission team calculated because this happens to be, and by the way, good news for a lot of you listening in, this happens to be the last week of the month. And on the last week of the month, we pay out the 5th check. And you guys should start promoting this actually in your presentations, is that, the 5th check is the dream check. It's the residual check, and it gets it comes out, and everybody, so this week basically being the last week of the month, everybody's going to get paid the residual income check. Well, the commission and software team, they let us know, they let Amy and I know that April, which is what's being paid out this week, the volume was the largest product usage volume since we've opened the doors of the company. And it's just like, wow. And I'll tell you what, May closes out in a couple of days. I bet you May will be bigger than what we did in April. And it's really that the word is getting out there more and more and more. The product results, the testimonials, you heard it, where all these different, results that people are getting, that they want to have the product. Just like my kids, just like me. I mean, I can't miss it. I mean, I got to have it. And especially, the cell energy. I mean, everybody knew when I was the only one using it, and I'd get on these conference calls or we'd have people visiting the offices and stuff like that. And I'd be like, man, I wish you could try this, but I couldn't give it to them. And I would, they'd say, well, what does it do? And I couldn't even explain it. I would just say, you know what, all I know is I feel like Spider-Man. All 5 senses are on hyper speed here, and I feel great, and that's really what it is. It's about feeling better, and there's great testimonials about, say, Khalidra, I'm going to use that what Khalidra said there about no more dragging. That encapsulates pretty much it right there. No more dragging, because you know what? As adults, as human beings, I mean, I used to take what I would call a power nap, and I try and take 20 minutes. Sometimes it turns into 30 or 40 minutes in the middle of the day, like that 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon time. I don't do that anymore. And I don't know what's changed in me. I mean, I'm still the same guy. It's like, why don't I do that anymore? Well, maybe it's because now all of a sudden, once I've been taking the B and the D and all the different sprays, and I don't know which one's doing it, but it's keeping me from having to be dragging, as Cleveland says. So no more dragging. And if we can help people just feel better. We're on this earth, we're all walking the earth together. If we all can feel better as we do it, and as we, that improves your life on so many levels, because when your kids want your attention, you need to give your kids that attention, but sometimes you're just too tired. You just don't have enough focus, because your mind is not clear. You're not focused. And if we can help people just focus better and pay attention better and have more energy and more attention for their children, this company has done more than we could ask for, if that was just it, and then we can bring more clarity when we talk about financial freedom through the company as well, because I'll tell you what, if you don't have bills to worry about, you don't have all these stresses of this financial stress to worry about, you are more clear. And all of a sudden, you have more time for your children. And I don't feel like I'm a better parent than anybody else on this phone call, but I can tell you this, is that if we have more time to spend with our children and our family, that's always better. And the way that you get more time is you got to have the finances. You got to have the money, because that's going to give you the time. And especially when we talk about the 5th check being the residual income check. And I want everybody to focus on that, because this happens to be the week that we pay out the 5th check. The last week of every month is when the 5th check gets paid out. But, as everybody's growing their business, it's great timing, because we're all in at the beginning. We're all in at the top right now. But I want everybody to not focus on the weekly income. The weekly income is nice. I mean, sure, there's people that make fortunes on our compensation plan in the weekly income every single Wednesday, especially overseas, with our other sister division that we've been going on with years, and people have built up a business. But I want everybody to really focus on the weekly checks that add up every Wednesday, and what it equals at the end of the month. And then to add that fifth check on top of that, the residual income check on top of that. And so when you add up your 5 checks, you'll say, okay, this month was better than the last month, and this month I'm growing by another 27% or whatever, and kind of gauge your business that way, not week to week, not Wednesday to Wednesday, because this is a business of like anything else. You know, it starts off where you're starting at a certain point and you're growing a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. But I have to encourage everybody, you've got to stay the course and ride the wave, and that's kind of part of our story. Those of you that have heard a little bit of our story, and some of you have heard the long version, which is probably 5 or 6 hours. I'll tell you that, you know, when Amy and I got started in the business, we were lucky enough to get started with a company, and we had no idea at the beginning that it would be like that. We'd never been in network marketing, but we were at a point where we accidentally, you know, or didn't know or whatever, that the company was going to go through something called momentum. And it went from small to big very quickly. And as that happened, you know, we stayed the course. There was many that did not stay the course. But, you know, we were dreamers. You got to dream. You got to be a dreamer. And we wanted a better life, and we wanted better things for our family and our children. And so we stayed the course and worked really, really hard. And you know, it turned into life-changing financial freedom, and that's the big word there, freedom, for us, our family, our teammates, you know, who we introduced to the company, and we've helped people move into their dream homes and buy their dream cars and put their kids through the best schools in the world, only because, you know, we built a network and we were able to work with people, and they worked really hard, and everybody worked as a team, and magical things happen. Well, this company just launched in February. And that's exactly what's about to happen here. And there's numbers of reasons that I can point to why and how it's going to happen. But I can tell you right now, there's a market shift, and no question about it. And we're at the forefront of that in the health and wellness and nutrition industry, which is a $600 billion industry. You can read all the books about it. It's shooting to $1 trillion, health and wellness. And as it grows like that, at that rate, if you've got a company that has something that's a little bit different, a little bit more exciting, a little bit more effective, and the types of results that people will get, they'll want this instead of that, and all of a sudden that will push a tremendous amount of momentum. So to say to somebody, you're at the right place at the right time, you know, it's not even that. It's just like, oh my goodness, how did we even end up in this position? But we are in this position. Now you have 2 choices. Either you take advantage of it or you don't. You know, either you have an opportunity that I would call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and work really, really hard for yourself, or you don't. I mean, that's really the choice, because I'm telling you right now, we're onto something here, and it's just the basis of what we've, you know, decided to make into an opportunity, knowing that over the years we always said no to every nutritional product that was ever presented to us until this, because we knew this gave everybody an edge. And then if we could put the best quality, no question about it, the best ingredients, no question about it, head and shoulders about everybody else, don't compromise on the quality, because with the quality comes the results, with the results comes the reorders, and with the reorders comes the residual income, which is the only reason you should be doing this type of business, is not the sales, but the residual income. And knowing that we had the ability to put that together, and then the final piece of the puzzle, you got to have all the pieces of the puzzle working together, is to price it correctly. Price it where everybody else in the marketplace would be like, that's a great price. That's a wonderful price. Oh, my goodness. For the highest quality ingredients and the type of absorption that we're talking about, and the effectiveness and the technology of our spray tubes alone, and to put that all together and to say, oh, my goodness, and price it correctly, it's a home run. It's a grand slam. And so I'm just encouraging everybody, you know, if you've ever dreamt and you've always wanted a better situation, you've got to prioritize now. Now is the time to prioritize. Now is the time to, you know, just focus, 1,000% focus, and be a part of the growth of the company, and don't miss it as the company goes from a small company to a big company. So, Pat, is there anything else in particular that you want me to hit on? I'd love to do that. Go ahead.
Do. Now, I want to ask you, you know, wow, I just keep saying, wow, how does it feel to to have the very, you know, glutathione is the buzzword right now. I don't know, but, you know, they've come out recently with a glutathione patch, and we know that's no more than, 65 to 70% absorption seen that out there. But, how does it feel to know that you had the very first in the world intraoral spray that we know has got a 98% absorption with the cell energy? How does that feel? I mean, I just, you came up with this great formula, and all of these, the ingredients and cell energy work synergistically together, and I can't tell you how fantastic I feel on it. I mean, it's just thing.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you, Pat, number one, the product was designed for a guy like me or a gal like you, and to know that, I've had the luxury of having the best, being access to the best nutrition in the world, meaning that, with some of the companies, and you guys have access to that too. I don't know if you've paid attention, but if you go out there and get it, and to have the best, stuff out there, I can tell you by far, and this is not a biased CEO talking, Cell Energy is the best product I've ever taken nutritional-wise. Nutritional-wise, this is it. And I don't want to say, that our D-Power is not great, because it's great for what it does. Obviously, we all know that, or our Super 10. But I'm just, me personally, my humble opinion is the Cell Energy was the mover, the wow to me. It was like, oh my goodness, and just my personal results alone, I couldn't keep that to myself, and for me to be lucky enough to say that I can share the same product that gives me the feeling that I get, and the the health benefits that I get, that I'm able to share that with everybody. But as a business, I can tell you this, you made a great point there, being the first, and to bring it out into this format, with the convenience of the spray and the absorbability and the technology of that, to be the first. I mean, put on a business hat, everybody. I mean, you've got a distinct business advantage, and that's really what it gives everybody. It gives everybody a business advantage. I mean, that's like, basic business sense. Like, oh my gosh, if I can be first to market, if I can have an advantage, if I can have something that, other people don't have in the marketplace, and I'm the one that gets to share it, that is a super, super advantage. So no, it excites me beyond belief, and I know it took a while to put it all together, and it was extremely difficult, because at first they told us, no, you can't do it. I mean, it's the substance is too thick. It won't be able to move in the spray correctly, and it didn't at first. It absolutely did not. I mean, I could, when we joke around at some of these events when we're at the beach or at the cruises or whatever, I mean, I'll tell you guys some funny stories. I mean, it's just hilarious on what we had to go through to get the product in the correct format to work. But lo and behold, I mean, we kept on. Amy Gill doesn't stop, I'll tell you that. And so she said, you got to find a way, you got to find a better way, we got to do this, and it came out. And I'll tell you right now, the flavor is still, for lack of better words, potent. Let's call the flavor potent. But what it does to you, I'll tell you right now. It's worth every taste and every bit of it. That's for sure.
I tell you what, your taste buds certainly do get used to it now, so no problem there on the taste. I mean,
oh yeah,
and just chase it with D is all I can tell you, my friend.
I used to, Pat, I used to do that. I don't have to do that anymore, so you're absolutely right about that, So now, I guess my system or taste buds or whatever is like, oh yeah, it's just another, just like the rest of the spray, so it's great.
Not bad, huh? Well, I do have to tell you a quick story. I think I've shared a little bit. We were having some problems with my mother, and she had what they call a hemorrhage stroke. And they say only 20% survive those strokes. My mother's 84. I have to say to you, I've been spraying her with the Cell Energy, and yesterday, most people, by strokes, they're either afflicted by their voice or paralyzation or whatever. But my mother has none of that. And yesterday, I have to tell you, she was chatty Cathy on the Cell Energy, and she was slurring her voice. I promise you, I was with her 11 hours. Does that tell you anything? And she did not stop talking the whole time.
Wow, that is amazing, Pat. And I'll tell you, listening to the conference calls, not just this call, but I mean, like all the different calls that happen, and the testimonials that come to the home office, and even at the 10 University, people sharing their testimonials. I mean, it just sounds like outrageous or too good to be true, or oh my goodness. And so I just want to let everybody know that listening to this and that's new or the first time or hasn't got on the products yet or what have you, is that this is not a super medicine that we've come out with. It's not a cure for everything out there that we've come out with. I'm telling you right now, it's just in my opinion, it's just feeding the deficiencies that our bodies are hungry for. Our systems are saying, hey, you know what, I'm missing that, I need that. And if it starts to fill a little bit of those gaps, and that ends up making you feel better, that's the bottom line. And so, when we talk about some of the results and testimonials and things like that, everybody has different results. I mean, everybody. I mean, it's just like some people say, well, that didn't happen to me, or I didn't, feel this or feel that, but they'll feel something else. And they'll feel, some people say, well, my hair feels a little bit, more thick, or my nails feel stronger, or, I have more energy or less dragging or whatever. Everybody is different. And I think the results vary from person to person based upon probably, and I'm just saying it how I'm thinking, just based upon what I've seen with everybody using the product, is based upon what your body is really missing or asking for, or what it needs more of. And if it needs more D, and the D3 fills that gap, and the side effect of that, so to speak, is that you end up it helps your blood sugar levels, or it helps this or helps that. Great, but it's different for everybody, and it's just, I think, at the end of the day, good nutrition that's missing in our bodies and system. I was a kid in the 70s. In the 70s, when my mom used to give me spinach, it was probably better than the spinach that I'm trying to give my kids today, and it's just because of the way the world is. And if I got more of those nutrients back then in the 70s and I'm not getting them now in 2014, if I have to supplement a little bit and we bring out good high-quality nutrition to supplement with, so be it. And if it benefits our bodies and our mind and the way we feel and the way, our shape and our energy, I mean, I can go on, but I mean, that's the beauty of our product, bringing out that quality at an incredible price, and then having this delivery system and this technology where it gets into your system with the absorbability and does make a difference. So it doesn't just flush out of your body. And that's the beauty of our product and the foundation of it. And it's so exciting because I'm getting stronger and stronger in my conversation based upon the daily success and testimonials of the product, and I've been around nutrition now 24 years, through the industry of network marketing, and I have never, ever, ever seen this type of a reaction of reorder rates where people say, I've got to have it. They're not forced in a compensation plan to buy product. They just need more. They need more. They need more, based upon the fact that this is what their body is saying, hey, this is what I was missing, and I feel better, and they want more of it. And they're using it, because sometimes it's not so convenient to use some of those other products if you don't have a blender with you, or you don't have a backpack to hold that giant bottle, or you don't have, don't feel like carrying around the other bottle in your hand, or find a glass of water to swallow that pill or whatever. It's just because the convenience factor also that we will use the product more, which will, of course, then promote more of the results as well.
Absolutely. And, TEN does not, Team Effort Network does not make any medical claims to treat, heal, cure, or prevent any diseases. But we can get on these conference calls and get the great testimonials from real people that want to share their stories and, tell what it's done for them, because why? They're excited about it. So it is the missing gap in our nutrition, and so be it. And, another thing, too, Mel, that we all know, which is great for us, in the physician's desk reference manual, at the very top of that scale that's in that physician's book, is they're saying that intraoral sprays gives 98% absorption. It's not us telling it. All we have to do is show that chart, and it says that, it tells the story itself. So we're not making that up. So I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we do have it all right here to be able to share with people, and that's all we're doing is sharing, because I don't know about you, Mel, but I know I can tell the type of person you are. I want everyone to be healthy, and if I've got something, you better believe I'm not going to keep it a secret. No way.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for enlightening us tonight. And I've got just one more quick question for you. After your 11-year success with a debt-free company with my talk video. And we know, or we have heard that it's creating millionaires daily with the same comp plan. I just would like you to give a word of advice to our distributors and those guests that are on the phone. What would you say to them now about 10 and why they should join us or move forward if they're already with us in the business?
Well, I'll tell you, that's a great point there. You know, with our sister division, and that's kind of the strength of our story here, is people don't have to worry about the company and where it's going to be a month from now or 6 months from now or years from now for that, because that was back in 2003 or 2005 or back then when people had question marks or theory because they weren't sure. Well, here we are. We started in 2002, and now it's 2014, and the company just keeps on going, and it's not been a straight shooting star that goes all this crazy growth, and it's never been like that. It's always been traditional business growth, up and down, and you go through all the different growth cycles that happen and different things that happen and everything. But I can tell you this, that each year we've grown a little bit bigger, and each year we've grown a little bit bigger, and even through the mistakes, everybody makes mistakes in business and in life, and even through the growth patterns and even through the different challenges and stuff like that, we've remained consistent. We've grown consistently each year, and a little bit more, meaning that more lives changed each from the previous year, and so on and so on, and here we are, where we can look and say, okay, have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people's lives been seriously impacted financially because of this company? And the answer is a resounding yes. And now to be able to take that story to the next 11 years, and now to get into even a larger industry with the sister company called 10, which is the larger industry being health, wellness, and nutrition, and to do it even bigger. And we're not creating millionaires necessarily daily with our sister division, but we are creating success stories daily. And some of them, yes, are becoming millionaires. But I have to tell everybody this: that it's like anything else in life. It takes you got to put the sweat in. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to work really, really hard. It's not a lottery or a free ride and an easy ride to millions of dollars. It's real business. But I can tell you this: is that the return on your efforts, in my opinion, are better with team effort than any other business I can think of out there. No question about it. So if you're going to put your effort into anything at all, you might as well get the highest return. And if your goal is to be a millionaire, you're going to have to work really, 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 really hard, and you have to focus really, really, really focused. And but the results are there. The results are there, and we've proven that the compensation pays that, and it does that. And so for those of you that really have large goals and you really want to focus in here, don't focus on the weekly checks Wednesday. You want to grow those, of course, and grow your team, but focus on helping people win. And then focus on your income on a monthly basis. Was April better than March? Was March better than February? Where am I going to be in June? Set your goals. Where are you going to be in September of this year? Because I can tell you the example that we have from the sister company, with my video talk and the people that earn billions of dollars a year, they didn't do it in 3 months or 6 months. They've been with the company for years. And that's a real business. You want to be with 10 for years and years and years and grow with the company. Right now we have 5 products. Someday we're going to have 6. Someday we're going to have 7. Someday, like some of the giant companies out there in network marketing and nutrition, they have hundreds of products. Our goal is that we'll never bring out anything that does not have the quality and move us personally first, and our family and our neighbors and our friends, and that's a product that we know people will want, and they'll want to reorder, and they'll benefit their health, and they'll change their life. Because when we talk about our company, I always tell people, our best part of our company is that we're a business of changing people's lives. And right away people think that that's just the money part of it. No, it's not the money part of it. There's all kinds of aspects to that. And obviously with 10, health and wellness is a huge part of it. And if we can have you have more time with your kids, that's a huge part of it. That's all changing people's lives. And so our mission, has been that from the beginning. And now to be able to do it even further and in more ways than ever because of 10, that's going to be very, very exciting. And I'll tell you right now, person by person, we will change the nutritional habits of the world, no question about it, because everybody's been used to doing nutrition a different way. But guess what? There's a market shift happening right now, and it's called 10, and Person by Person will change the nutritional habits of the world with this incredible spray technology that we're using with the finest ingredients, and the bottom line is people get results. And so I'm very, very excited about that. And speaking of taking it person by person around the world, United States of America is the very first country that we've introduced the 10 products to and opened up 10. But, since then, we quickly brought it to Dubai, and we have distributors in Dubai now that are getting results from the product. And then now we started the initial phase of the product getting into the country of the Philippines, and that's very, very exciting. And as of today, a lot of you, probably saw the company emails, and I think it was on Facebook as well. But we opened up the ability for Puerto Rico, to receive the 10 products. We could not. Previous to today, we could not send products to Puerto Rico. We could not ship products there. People could not sign up there. Well, guess what? It's very exciting for that marketplace because there's about 4 million people in Puerto Rico. And the first person signed up today. So the very first person out of 4 million people out there in Puerto Rico joined today because they couldn't join yesterday. So it's about growth. And we're halfway through completing the registration of Mexico and the distribution of Mexico. We've done half the process and got different things, crossed our T's and dotted our I's. So we're halfway through there. Big news. In the month of June, we will start the pre-launch of the United Kingdom and get into Europe, and that's going to be very, very exciting here for our European friends and our friends in England and the United Kingdom, and that'll start here sometime in June. I don't want to give a specific date, but we're very excited about getting the products shipped out there and the pre-launch starting out there. And so, these 5-6 different areas around the world will soon turn into 9, and then 20, and then 27, and this and that. And here's what's beautiful for you is as you grow your business, from your first year being 2014 to your second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, this is a business for your children and your grandchildren, and it's about residual income. And we've proven that we're here for 11 years, and now we're going for the next 11 and the next 11, and this is what we do. And it's very, very exciting and very powerful, but I can tell you this, is that, when we talk about the global business and the global marketplace, that's what you're going to have in your organization, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, because people know people who know people, generations deep, that are from Puerto Rico. People know people that are from England. And even though you don't know anybody in Germany, we will soon be in Germany someday, but if you have a network of, let's just say, 700 people or 7,000 people, people are going to know people in Germany. You're going to have a German business, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, but we will pay you as a company. That's how we do it, that we've proven to do that in 11 years. We'll pay you as a company global commissions from around the world, and it's seamless. It just gets shot into your, team effort pay account. And so, very, very powerful. Those of you that, really put on a business mindset and a focus here and understand that concept right there, that you've got a company that is a home for you, and it's a long-term company, and it's going the distance because it's proven that it's done it, this much so far, and it's going to do it even bigger and further. And a part of our team, that everybody that we even work with, has got to be passionate. Number one, that's the main qualification to be part of our team here. Is you got to be passionate. And so everybody that works with the company on a daily basis, part of the corporate teams, they got to be passionate about what they do, and they got to have that drive and that ambition and that want to say, hey, you know what? We have the ability to provide a better way, and that's exactly what we do here at Team Effort. And so, Pat, thank you so much for bringing me on and having me on the call. I'm sure this is the first of many because I'm gonna call you up anyways in case you don't invite me and say, hey, Pat, can I get on another one of your calls? So we'll do it.
Oh, you don't have to call me. I'll be calling you. You didn't have to. I said, thank you so much, Mel. What a pleasure and an honor to have you on this call tonight. We're just honored. We love you and Amy. I can't say it enough because you guys, you just show that you're real. You're real people, and you want to share with everyone, and you want to do more and more and more for the distributors around the world. And so thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you. I don't want you to ever think that we don't, because we do. And everything that you do is greatly appreciated. And that definitely comes from the heart of the North Carolina, Virginia team and all of our others around the world. So thank you so very much. I do want to ask you, are the polls still open for the voting for our next 10 university?
Yes, until tomorrow. So you have until Friday night. So just I guess 24 hours now. But yeah, they'll be open for the next till tomorrow night.
Well, you know it needs to be an Eastern event, don't you? We're really for Washington D.C. out here, okay?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you who's winning so far, but it's looking good.
And we can't throw that one out of you either, can we? Tell you what, we'll show you the town and your capital city. You come on out here to the D.C. area.
That sounds good. Well, can you imagine the future? As the company grows and as everybody steps up and goes from part-time to full-time, there's events going to be in so many different cities, and it's very, very exciting. And for us to go out there and get in front of people and share, our passion for this and our drive for this, and oh my goodness, we haven't even started. The company's a baby, and look at how many testimonials we have just as a baby company. That just tells me right there. That gives everybody a vision. I'll tell you right now, our sister company, has 380,000 or almost 400,000, distributors, and I remember, when we got started back in 2002, it was not even 10% as fast as strong as 10 has already started. And so if that's any kind of indication on the next year and the next year and the next year with the 10 division, that's whoever has vision on that, my goodness, and to see where we've come 11 years with the other division, and to know that this is 8 or 9 times off to a faster start, so to speak. That's just like wow.
Well, I can tell you what, this is the most fun ride that I've had in many years of network marketing. So I'm enjoying the riding of the wave of this because I tell you, I've just never seen anything like it. The products work. You don't have to pretty much shove them down a person's throat. You know what I'm saying? They just love it. Oh, what a great idea. So you have to love it. You just have to love it. And
have fun with it. And that's exactly what you said right there. Have fun with it.
Yes, and you can see we're passionate about it, that's for sure. And you said that's the key. So thanks again, Mel, for just joining us tonight. What a special treat you were. So thank you so very much. We're going to just do a couple of short announcements. Cheryl Church, are you out there? And just tell us what we got going on with Ken so we can keep our family up to date. And we need to close our calls out just shortly. Go ahead, dear.
Okay, can you hear me, Beth?
I can hear you, dear. Go ahead.
Wow. So I get to end the call after Mel's. I don't know if I can hold the stand that long, but I'm going to try. It was a great call, Mel. We really, really, really appreciate you.
Thank you.
You want to check the calendar at the bottom of your homepage for all upcoming events, all of your TTPs, your Super Saturdays, your conference calls. Again, I want to give out the conference call line number, which is 712-432-4181. Your PIN is 8877#. Again, it is 712-432-4181. PIN is 8877#. Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, hosted by Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale. Definitely want to be on those calls every morning at 11 o'clock, Monday through Friday, to hear all the testimonies that's out there going around the world about all these fabulous products. Tuesday and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern, hosted by Pat Lowe, North Carolina, Virginia team. Tuesday, Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, hosted by Mr. T, Show Me the Money. Monday through Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, hosted by Memo Santez, Lifestyle Spanish Call. Please send all of your Hispanic friends to this call. Back to you, Pat.
Okay, gang. I tell you what, we went a little over, but wow, exciting. I could have stayed on all night with Mr. Mel Gill. But anyways, thank you so much. This is what we know, 10 family. 10 is the right products. Testimonials are coming in daily. One of the greatest gifts that you'll ever give is the gift of health. These products are changing lives. Don't keep 10 a secret. Help people to take back control of their health. Joining 10 now is the right timing. Cheryl Church told you earlier the importance of timing. 10 officially launched only 3.5 months ago. Can you imagine where you would be if you were one of the 3.5 months when first Mary Kay started, or Amway, New Skin? You can just imagine, or many others that are out there. You now have the chance to join the 10 family at the top. 10 is the right company, backed by a debt-free 11-year-old company with proven track records with the same comp plan. So there you have it, 10 family. Let's continue to spread the word about these amazing products, this amazing company, our amazing CEOs, Mel and Amy Gill. And stay tuned for our next call next Tuesday night. Mr. Tees is at 8 o'clock. The Virginia and North Carolina team is at 9 o'clock. These calls are for you, 10 family, and they're fun. We don't want you to miss them. Invite your guests to hear what all the buzz is about. And please get back to the person who invited you tonight and share, so they can share with you more about the 10 products and also the opportunity. We want to thank our guest speakers. Great testimonials. Thank you, guests, and thank you for all of our team members who stepped up tonight and helped us with the program. Also, one of our greatest 10 family members, Mr. Mel Gill, our CEO. Thank you so much once again for joining us on our call. And we want to close out the call tonight. Kevin Vaughn, are you out there? If so, please take it away and end this wonderful call tonight.
Can you hear me okay? What an incredible call.
Can hear you well, my friend.
I tell you, it's incredible. How do you go behind a Mel Gill, the legendary Mel Gill? He is paving the way, ladies and gentlemen, and creating history even as we speak. And Pat, you are amazing. You and your awesome family there. We're just so proud of you, and we're just excited to be part of you. Very humbled to be with you guys tonight. And I've got 2 quick quotes, ladies and gentlemen. It's on excitement. This is what Mel and Amy's been teaching for about 5 years. I've been with them on excitement. Here's the first one from Earl Nightingale. Get a little excited. The key that unlocks energy is desire. Oh, Mel talked about that tonight. You got to have a little desire to get this thing done. It's also the key to a long and interesting life. If we expect to create any drive, any real force within ourselves, we have to get excited. I know everybody on this call is already excited because every time Mel, we're still fired up from the last Thursday call that she was on. I tell you, that was a powerful call, and everybody's still reeling from that. The last quote from the day, ladies and gentlemen, is from Dennis Waitley. He says, ladies and gentlemen, get excited and enthusiastic about your dream. Come on now. This is excitement. It's like a forest fire. You can smell it, you can taste it, and you can see it from a mile away. Back to you, Pat Lowe. Everybody stay fired up, and let's get this done.
Thanks a million, my friend. Just remember, 10 family, only you can make the decision to make a difference in the changing of people's lives around the world and in your own backyard, from your neighbors to your friends to your family. So you will all win with 10. Just step up and do it. As they say in Nike, just do it. So thanks again. Good night, 10 family. We love each and every one of you, and we will look forward to hearing your voices on our call next Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Good night, everyone. Have a safe weekend, and be blessed.